Super cycle is here. If you look at the market right now, we're not even in extreme greed yet. However, Bitcoin is already smashing its all-time high right now. And I think that right now is the best time to be buying altcoins. I think it's the best time to be longing. If you look at the last video I posted, I told you guys that if you watched that video and if you've seen it, you are about to get rich. And this video is the exact same thing. I'm not a moon boy. If you follow my channel for a long time, you will know that throughout the entire bear market, I was making videos showing people that you have to run up the bag, make as much money as physically possible to get ready for this exact moment. In this video, I'm going to show you the next biggest memes I'm looking at. I'm going to show you the plays which I'm making and explain the entire market. All you have to do is sit down, watch this video and take notes, and you will have the right mindset to be approaching this cycle. I'm telling you guys, it's going to happen fast, it's going to be volatile, and it's going to be quick. And if you do not take advantage of this, you are going to miss out, you're going to be behind, and you're going to be the exit liquidity. Right now is your opportunity to be on the correct side of the market. The market has changed, the market has shifted. I gave the exact step-by-step way that we was about to break out. I told you guys on the live stream, live on Daniel's channel and on my channel, that we was in a descending flag, whatever you want to call it, wedge, whatever you guys want to call it, right? The market was high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then we shifted. We started to go higher. We started to have the floor of Bitcoin higher. People started to believe that this thing deserves to be higher, right? When you have a market, it's buyers and sellers. It's literally the equivalent of going on an auction and you have people putting up their hand. And now you see that people have started to agree that the price of Bitcoin deserves to be higher. When you see the structure of this thing change, it's the exact opposite of how you would be when you was bearish. When people are bearish, they say, oh, well, you know, we're struggling to break this high. You know, it looks like we're going to go lower. You know, if we didn't change the structure, people would be saying, oh, well, you know, 50K is the next move. It's now the opposite. You have to flip your mindset and start looking for higher, right? And the difference is when we have higher, there is no limit because there is no past price. After this all-time high where we are right now, guys, you can't even hear the excitement in my voice. I'm fucking excited because there is no limit. That means the only limit is psychological limits. Those limits are things like $80,000. Right, round numbers, okay? Things like $100,000 when we start getting up here, right? Round numbers, $120,000, right? These are the limits that will start to come for Bitcoin. And I tell you something, guys, these things happen so fast, you will not be able to get your entries. So we need to lock the fuck in right now, go through the market and start rebalancing our portfolio. I'll show you some of the trades that I made right now before we get back into the Bitcoin price. For those of you guys that are taking leverage trades, if you want to find the best place to take trades, link for that is in the description. This isn't some affiliate scheme. Even though I get paid from it, it is an affiliate link. However, you'll see on my channel that people ask me what are the best exchanges to trade on, what are the best non-KYC exchanges. So to be simple, I just pinned two of the best exchanges. I pinned Bybit, which is a KYC exchange. If you're inside of the UK and you're around Europe and you want a KYC, you can choose these types of exchanges. You just have to use NordVPN. Or if you want to go the no KYC route and you have things like Solana, Ethereum, etc., you can then transfer that USDT to a non-KYC exchange like Blowfin, and you don't have to worry about KYC and all that stuff. But always use a VPN whenever you sign up for these exchanges. You'll see that the market sentiment right now, even though it's bullish, it's not in extreme greed yet. People are still on the sidelines, people are still short. And when you look on the lower time frames, people are entering shorts right now and they're going to get themselves liquidated. When you have a look at some of my trades, you guys will see once it loads and you see my active positions, I have longs all over the place. I have a long on SPX. I have about a couple $1,000, about 3.5K long on SPX and about 10x leverage, up about 50%. I have a long on Solana, 10x leverage. That's about 474. Solana, which is up about 8.3K in margin. I only just entered this one where I'm around about entry. The reason why I'm bidding this, I'm going to buy the dip. I'm going to show you the exact point. What I think we're coming down to. We're coming down to the 618. The reason why I'm long in this is because once we break all-time high for Solana, it's going to be a big thing. It's going to get a lot of traffic. Meme coins are going to start flying. A lot of people are going to be buying Solana. It's just going to keep bidding that thing up, okay? This is a Solana cycle, right? Solana is going to $800 to $1,000. So if we're buying Solana right now at $191 as a trade, it's not a bad price. It's not overpriced. Trust me. Next, we have Radium. I took a 2x leverage long on Radium. We're up about $10,000. That's about 49%. You can see it's about $20,000 position. The reason why I decided to enter this position is because if it's Solana cycle, then Radium and Jupiter are going to do very, very well. Radium and Jupiter are the main things on Solana. If you're trading on Solana, you're trading on Radium and you're trading on Jupiter, right? So Radium has been slept on this entire cycle. People have overlooked it. Nobody speaks about it. That is why it's going to pump. Next, we have Brett. I took a long on Brett, very, very small. I should have took a larger position. The reason for that is because when Ethereum pumps, people aren't going to be able to afford Ethereum. They're going to bridge over to Base. The biggest meme on Base is Brett. You have to think about the psychology of the average person right now. Not a lot of people have much money. I didn't have a lot of money when I first started. I would have been on Base Chain right now in the trenches, which is another video which I'm going to make about the biggest memes on Base Chain, which is why you should subscribe to this channel right fucking now. Next one, Jupiter, as I already mentioned, Jupiter, Radium. No brainer, low leverage trade. Meow has a meeting very soon. If you go onto Twitter, you'll see, I think I've got X open already, that, and you should follow me on Twitter, by the way, it's the Crypto King. You'll see that the owner of Jupiter, the founder, his name is actually Meow. We have a meme coin based on him. That meme is called Tonkat. He actually follows me, which is a shout out Meow. 727,000 followers. He is doing an event very, very soon. He's doing a Jup rally. I think that Jup rally is very soon. He says here, in fact, insanely excited for the Jup rally call on Friday. Looks like the energy level will be insane. Right now it's Thursday. So by Friday, I think that a lot of people are going to be long in Jup, looking forward to this meeting. I don't think it'll be anything crazy, like crazy announcements, but I do think Meow is doing something completely different. He's focused on PPP and he's building an actual community. So that means that Jup token is a lot stronger than most people think, and again, I feel like it is undervalued for most people's portfolios, which is why I am buying it. Sand token. Sand is very risky. It's a very risky trade, which is why I only put a few $1,000s into it. But I do think that Gala and Sand are going to do very, very well. I didn't buy enough Gala, so I bought a bit more Sand just in case. AVAX. AVAX is for the gaming wave. Gaming will become a thing as ETH rises, alts rise, and then people are going to be looking for the gaming and the different narratives on ETH. The biggest narrative at the moment is gaming. So in my opinion, people will start speculating on other chains once ETH starts going, and they start looking at AVAX. AVAX already had a rally early in the cycle. It's probably going to have another rally again, okay? Next is Tau. It is ChatGPT's birthday soon. So end of November, it's ChatGPT's birthday. That means, I think it's on the 30th, AI is going to go crazy. Nvidia is already on a rally right now. So the reason why I bought Tau is because when you look at AI, you look at Tau. Recently, I was a big fan of Base AI. Base AI has done absolutely terrible, in my opinion. I sold it, moved it to Tau, and I just took a small long on Tau just to have a little bit of exposure. Only a few $1,000s. Beam always pumps. I bought some of that. It's very volatile. GRT chart is wrecked right now. I'll go through those charts. It's a good bid for me. Only 5x leverage. Again, very, very small bag, like 15K, because it's 3.7K leverage, 5x. 3.7K position, 5x leverage. Then we have Gala. Again, I mentioned earlier, I can't believe I only put a smaller starter trade up. It's already up 50%. I'll just leave it, let it run free money. Uni. So Uni is an interesting one, right? When you think about it, ETH is going to pump. It's already pumping, right? It's the most hated rally out there. People are going to trade meme coins, they're going to trade Base Chain, they're going to trade on all these other chains. Uniswap is going to be the chain which they are going to be trading on, which means the Uni token is going to be very, very bullish. We already seen last cycle, Uni had a crazy run with the airdrop. Now we see that Uni has a whole chain where instead of having to bridge and swap, you can just swap exactly through Uniswap. Right, so you can trade all of these things through Uniswap, which means that the Uni token, again, is going to be very, very valuable. Similar to Radium, all of these things. Remember, it goes Bitcoin first, then it goes your Ethereum, then it's going to go all your layer 1s, layer 2s, layer 3s, whatever. right? There's like layer 5, layer 10, layer 0, right? Right. So all of those ones are uni is going to do very, very well. So again, I got a slightly smaller entry, but this is going to be one which I'm going to hold for a long time. It's 7x leverage, so it's slightly more leverage than I want to use, which is why I chose to do a smaller amount. Then we have Polkadot. Polkadot hated rally. I got smoked for Polkadot in the bear market. This one is here. It's just a straight ego trade. I'll be honest. I want to make that 45k back. So I longed it from here. Hopefully it comes back. Maybe it doesn't. Seriously risky trade, but we're up about 2.5k. Beautiful, right? One of the biggest ones, which I think is going to be very, very good, is inverse perpetual trades right now on Ethereum. So the thing is when Ethereum starts going on a rally, if we look at all-time high for Ethereum, we're talking just over $4,000. Sorry, over, yeah, $4.8 thousand over here. Okay. It's going to be very expensive to be actually buying Ethereum spot over here, which again is the reason why I think base chain, Brett, Uniswap, all those things are going to do very, very well. However, if I long it with perps from here, that means I'm actually gaining Ethereum when it runs. You can see my position on perps is actually in Ethereum, right? So I get paid out in ETH. So I've already made 3.7 ETH. So once it runs up, I'll have about 10 ETH or something like that, maybe more. I think it's like 10, 15 ETH, right? That I can then take that over to base chain, trade memes on base, 0.5 ETH, 1 ETH, etc., and then flip that ETH and compound it as well. So you have to think long term with these trades. Don't just trade it to make fast money. US dollar right now, obviously it's going to do well because Trump got elected, but the US dollar isn't something which you need to be making. You need to be making more tokens. You need to be thinking, how can I make more Solana? How can I make more ETH? How can I make more Uni? Because these tokens are going to be more valuable and they're going to outperform the dollar right now. Remember, when you have a job, you get paid in dollars. You need to be thinking, how can I shift that dollars to make the money work for me and take risks? Yes, you could get liquidated. Yes, you can lose all your money. Yes, you don't even need to listen to me. However, if it works out, you're going to be making money while you sleep. It's going to be outperforming your work, and it's going to allow you to compound your wealth so you can live life like the rich people and you don't have to live life like your area manager, right? Because we all know we don't like a boss. If you see here, the entry which I have right now is very good, and the entry which I have on most tokens right now is very bullish. In fact, even if it comes back down to my entry over here, this type of entry over here is where you're going to see where these types of things actually start becoming support, because most of the market right now is looking for entries. And as you can see, the last time we went on a rally, right, last cycle, once we go on a run, you see there's multiple green candles, multiple. In fact, some days, in fact, these are weeks actually. Some weeks it is week on week on week of green candles, week on week on week of green candles, right? Right now, I think it's the very first week of green candles, yeah. This is the first week. Okay, so even though the market's up 10, 20%, even though you're seeing a lot of these memes run, don't panic and start thinking about pullbacks and blah, blah, blah. Trust me, this market is going to run up for weeks on weeks on weeks. If we see a red candle, it's probably going to be very short-lived and a very small, like doji candle, like one of these types of candles on a breakout. When you look at one of these, it won't be one of these. This is actually a pullback. You're going to be looking at like one of these types of doji candles in the middle, like an indecision. But remember, there is no indecision in the market right now. Trump has been elected, so I don't expect there to be any type of indecision. Now you understand the market, right? You need to know that Solana right now is breaking out. So if we look at the Solana USDT pairs, let's go to bloody Binance, right? If you look at it right now, Solana is breaking out, right? Solana, with it breaking out and looking to approach all-time high, Solana meme coins are going to do very, very well. You can see again, we're in a very similar pattern right now. We're talking higher highs, higher lows. I'm not a genius trader to know that this is bullish, right? Again, the price for Solana is being bidded up to all-time highs. Once Solana gets near all-time highs, and actually all it needs to do is just break this level, because this was area of resistance for so long. If it breaks, turns this area into support and starts approaching all-time highs, it's going to have a lot of social media attention. Remember, where attention goes, energy flows. Energy is money. People's attention is their asset. Once they start seeing that Solana is pumping, first thing they're going to do is go ahead and look at Solana memes. This channel is all about meme coins. This channel is literally all about meme coins, right? Which means that this area over here is going to give us a lot of entries and a lot of attention. I think by the end of November, AI meta is going to come back. We're going to be looking at ChatGPT memes. We're going to be looking at AI memes. We're going to be looking at terminals. Again, I think Tate Terminal is going to do very, very well. And those types of memes will run, okay? Quickly, I want to go over the Ethereum chart, right? Because when it comes to trading meme coins, you need to know that whichever main chain is running, so Solana chain's running, okay, ETH chain is about to run, you need to be looking at the top memes on those chains, right? I'm going to make a whole video for each one. I'll make a video for ETH chain, Base chain as well, AVAX, Solana, obviously Ton with TCAT and stuff like that, okay? All of those chains are probably going to run, okay? Which means that you want to bid the top memes, right? ETH to me is looking like we're literally going to run up to 3.6. That's my personal preference. I think that we have clearly broken this channel in every single possible way. And when you look at a break of this type of channel, you're looking at a run up of exactly, right? 3.6K, almost 4K. Okay, which is the exact reason why I chose to do the perpetual long, because once you start getting up to $4,000 at ETH becomes very, very expensive. That's when base chain starts to run. So we'll be over here. I'll be taking out a lot of my position, okay, like 40-50%, bridging over to base chain and buying these memes. Because if we have a look at Dex Screener, okay, we go over to base chain, we'll see there's a lot of memes that we want to be looking at. Number one is Flopper. Flopper and KeyCat, as you can see, people are already starting to figure this out and they're starting to bid up Flopper and KeyCat. A lot of the base chain OGs are starting to bridge this thing because this is going to rally. This is going to rally very, very hard, very, very fast. When you look at the last time this went on a run, and remember this wasn't even the bull market, you can see every single day it was going on a crazy, crazy rip. Now we're looking at the exact same thing. Only a $5 million market cap. Very, very, very good bid right now. If you are ETH chain maxing, you think that base chain is going to do well. Because when you look at the levels right now, right, that's not even the best level we can, I would say about here. We are very, very close to breaking out. Volume right now is finally starting to tick up. And once the thing is with base, right, is once we start having actual volume, it's already like up how much percent from here? It's already up another 130%. So we want to get in when the volume's slowly starting to pick up. When you start seeing people buying in, right? You start seeing people aping. You can see these are only like 2-3K buys, 5K buys. Okay, and it's already pumping this thing up 50%. Okay, the liquidity is very, very good. It's 400K liquidity for a meme coin on base. That's very, very good. The next one is actually Dog in Me. Okay, Dog in Me, very, very good. Okay, I'm very, very bullish on Dog in Me. It's a $17 million market cap. I've been DCing into this thing on base chain. You can buy it on Uniswap. All you have to do is go into Uni, type in Dog in Me, look for the one that's on base chain, verify the contract address on Dex Screener. You can go ahead and bid this thing up. Again, you can see we've not just broken out, but we're keeping good structure. Look at this. Boom, right? Terrible lines, right? But it explains the point that this thing is going to do well. This is supported by Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase. It isn't a random shitter. It's actual decent project. It is backed by a lot of the UFC fighters. It's the phrase is dog in me. So you hear people say he's got that dog in him. These are the types of things you want to look for. Same thing when people say lit. When people say, I don't even know. I don't know all these kids' words, but all of these phrases and words, they're going to be the runs for memes because it gives people a reason. It gives you like a value and a way of shilling it. Because on social media, remember, attention, energy. So when you can type in keyword phrases, that gives the meme attention. The bigger the phrase, the bigger the attention. If you know any big phrases right now, if you're thinking, okay, this is the word which I keep hearing in school, this is the phrase which I keep hearing my friends say, like in it and stuff like that, they're ones which can do very, very well. And Dog in him is one which the UFC and the fighters say a lot. Remember, who is the founder of the UFC? Who is the guy that is running it right now, the big promoter right now, the main guy we know? Was he just speaking to Donald Trump? Was he just on the biggest show in history, the biggest moment in history right now? Yes. So we want to bid the memes which are related to the UFC. And Dog in him is, right? That's why I'm very, very bullish in this thing. I think this is going to like $200 million market cap minimum, right? Yes, it sounds crazy, but we are in a super cycle, in my opinion. That doesn't mean that BTC is going to 1 million, but that means that there's going to be a lot of millions to be made, okay? Next one, when it comes to TON, the biggest meme that I'm looking for on TON is TCAT, okay? If we look at Luke Belmar has just tweeted, Luke Belmar, as we can see here, and he says, TON is still undervalued. If you know, you know. I said, oh, fuck it. I'm buying some more TON right now. And the biggest blue chip on TON is TCAT. So when we think about ETH being Brett, when we think TON, we think TCAT. Okay, and TCAT right now, again, is undervalued. It's only got 92K volume right now, right? Obviously, everybody's chasing the money. But when you look at this chart, it looks exactly like SPX. It's the reason why I'm long in SPX hand over fist, because it has multiple pullbacks over these areas. We see pullback over here. We see pullback over here. Okay, and then once you have rallies, your rallies are multiple X's. The difference is this rally was not in a major bull market, right? This rally was not in a major bull market. The next rally will be in a major bull market. The next rally will be at a stage when TON really starts taking off. When Memelandia, which is a $1.2 million giveaway, which I'm still waiting for the team to update, but when they update it, it's going to do well. Okay, it's going to give this meme a lot of attention, and this isn't a one-time competition. This is a monthly competition. So every single month, a lot of the memes on TON are going to be getting volume. By the time the retail figure it out, TON's going to be up at like $8. The memes on these things are going to be over 100 and something million. And that's when we'll be looking for the multiple hundreds of millions to the $1 billion for a lot of these memes. Yes. Why would a lot of these memes do $1 billion? Well, when we look at last cycle and we look at a lot of the big memes, for those of you guys, which it might be your first cycle, you need to understand just how crazy this market is about to get in the immediate short term. When you look at market cap, when you go to all on Dogecoin, you can see that in literally the space of a few weeks, Dogecoin went to over $80 billion market cap. That was on Elon Musk going on Saturday Night Live. If you look at the price, you go down here, you can see on that exact day, so it's the 7th of the 5th, 2021, all that happened for Dogecoin to go to 80 billion was that the fact that he went on Saturday Night Live. Now we have Doge. We have the Department of Government Efficiency. If you don't know what Doge is, of government efficiency, right? We see that Dogecoin rallies 8% as Elon Musk savior triumph and eyes on White House roll. So that means that Mr. Elon Musk is going to be in the White House. He's going to rename a government company, yes, an official government company of the USA powerhouse, Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. He's going to go into the White House. He's going to get rid of most of the idiots in here, and he's going to turn this thing into Tesla, and they're going to be sending a lot of Americans to Mars, and the company is going to be called Doge. That is a lot more bullish, in my opinion, than appearing on Saturday Night Live. So if it went to 80 billion just because he went on Saturday Night Live, this time it's going to be based around Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. Wait, what happens when he gets actually inside the White House? Because the inauguration date, which is in my opinion more important than the election, right? When we have a look at inauguration, I don't even know how to spell it. Inauguration day, USA 2025. The inauguration day isn't until January the 25th. So that means that, in my opinion, this is what happens, right? Inauguration day is actually when people actually get elected, right? If you don't know what inauguration is, it's like, okay, this is when the president actually steps into the White House. So he's won the election, but he's not inside the White House yet. So the inauguration is going to be priced in. Think about it. The reason why we're pumping now is because people didn't think that Donald Trump would be elected. So now it's pumping, right? Usually it's a sell the news event. So normally the market's crazy up here, then the election comes, everybody longs, and then they get liquidated. Now everybody was short. Donald Trump got elected, everybody got liquidated on the shorts, which is now pumping the price up. Now what people are doing is they're pricing in the inauguration date. So November, December, very, very bullish. But January, in my opinion, is going to be when we see a pullback because the inauguration date is going to be priced in. Think about it, right? It's going to be 3 for 4. Now, we see BTC dominance, major sign of a pullback. This means altcoin season is here. Alts are going to rally. Solana, Jupiter, thingy, etc. I've already said that, right? When we look at BTC, I'm going to show you something very, very important, right? Inauguration date. Let's lock this in. It is the 20th of January. So next year, right? We pull it up. Okay. December, January, 14th, 15th, 16th, 20th, right? This date here. This after here is when we see the pullback, right? So in my opinion, I think long your longs, right? All the way up to like 80 something K, right? Inauguration date priced in, we see Trump get elected, right? That's how these types of markets work. People already know that Trump's elected right now. They're bidding up the markets because people don't even know what inauguration even means. They don't even know it's a thing. They think Trump's already in the White House, right? That's not the case. People bid up the markets. You're going to see Solana memes, ETH memes, base chain, the whole entire cycle again. Tons start running, okay? And then we see inauguration come in and you see a pullback. If you are one of the types of people right now, which there's different types of people. If you're somebody which isn't in the market, now you know the exact memes to look at, the exact chains to look at, the exact leverage trades to be taken right now. Links for that are in the description. If you are somebody which is already in the market, you don't have a lot of cash flow, you're already inside a lot of these projects. All you have to do, hold your bags, wait, be patient. The time is coming. Accumulate more of the ones you have high conviction in. For example, right, memes which are low, things like Tika. We know Tika's going to come back. We know Ton's going to come back and go on a run. Luke Belmar is literally speaking about it and shilling it right now. He's only going to get bigger. He's only going to speak about things like Ton, Jupiter, and Dolan. Okay, think about it. When we look at the overall market, when we look at things like Base Chain, when we look at Brett, when we look at SHIB, when we look at Dogecoin right now, right? Look at the price of Doge. Okay, I actually hold inside of here in spot a big old bag of Doge, right? Because I want to show you my entry on this thing. It's the meme coin cycle. Let's look over here. Will it show my spot entry? It won't show my spot entry, but I hold a big old bag of this, right? 6 figures of Dogecoin, right? Because again, I feel like Dogecoin is going to do very, very well. It's got assets, funding, unified over here. Doge, yeah, about 178K of Doge, almost 1 million Doge. Because, as I said, one of the earliest times on my channel, when we see BTC dominance go on a pullback, we see people like Elon Musk, Department of Government Efficiency. As I said, this thing is going way past the dollar, right? Way past the dollar, right? 80 billion, Saturday Night Live, right? Space company, Department of Government Efficiency, 20th of January, whatever. After that, pullback. Then he actually gets stepped into office. Ultimate dildo candle. That's how these things go, okay? This is the first pump which we're seeing on the market. Not even that pump. This little pump is what we're currently seeing now. This is the next pump that we see. This is the pullback that we see in January. This is the bull market, okay? That should explain to you everything that you need to see. If you want to join the trenches, link for that is inside the description. If you have any questions whatsoever, I know this was a lot of information, a whole lot. Rewind this video, save this video, dial yourself in, because I promise you right now, you have 6 to 12 months to retire your family. You have 6 to 12 months to put yourself in the best position for the next cycle. And you have 6 to 12 months to completely change your life. You don't need a lot of money. You only need a few $100s to start. You can become successful. I believe in you more than you believe in yourself. Just take that risk. If you want to join a community of like-minded entrepreneurs, over 25,000 people, click the link in the description. Join the Telegram announcement channel to get all the latest news and updates on the market. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one.